Hey there folks, this is Kurt Bope. I'm joined by girls softball reporter Chris Hopkins. We're here to break down the 2012 District 3 tournament. Chris, let's get started. First up, we got District 3 Class Quad A bracket. Here I know we only have one local team, but obviously it's a good one.
Yeah, we have the Cumberland Valley Eagles here playing in the Quad A tournament. They're the only local team we have, but this team has shown that they can be dangerous all season long. They do have some quality wins under the belt, including a win over number 4 Central Dauphin, but they did come away with only the number 10 seed here. The Eagles are going to have to play at the top of their game if they want to get through this bracket because it's a pretty tough one. Now, they have some solid pitching there with Joy Allmiller starting things off for them, and they usually bring in Kayla Sullenberger, so it's a nice 1-2 punch that they have going from the circle. And then their lineup, obviously, has been great all season long, too, there. They have Hannah Edwards, who's just been a great hitter for them. Sullenberger, again, when she plays the infield and hits for them, she produces a lot of runs there. So their hitting has been great all season long, but if they want to get through this district bracket here, they're going to need to keep it up. So it's going to be pretty exciting to see what this team can do.
Absolutely. Moving on to the AAA bracket, we have 6 local teams that made it here, 5 of them in the top 10. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, this is the bracket I'm really excited about here with these local teams that we have. We have the 2 top-seeded teams in the area, number 1 Big Spring and number 2 Northern. Now the interesting thing here is that Northern actually won the Colonial Division, but Big Spring came away with the number 1 seed in the district tournament. So it'll be pretty interesting to see how those 2 teams finish there. Both teams have shown that they're definitely deserving of the top 2 seeds here. Northern has been a little slow offensively lately, but I'm pretty sure that they'll be able to wake up those bats come playoff time.
Absolutely. The first round has a couple area teams matched up right away. Most notably, number 7 Shippensburg taking on number 10 Susquehanna, who actually we know of tonight is your mid-pen runner-up. Chris, what are your thoughts on this one?
Both 2 teams are at the top of their games right now. Obviously, we saw Susquehanna make a great run through the mid-pen playoffs. They beat Central Dauphin in the first round. Taylor Henry for Central Dauphin has been great all season long for them, and Susquehanna was able to go out there and beat her. Northern, again, they kind of hit a little rough patch in the middle of the season, but right now they're at the top of their game. They've won 4 games in a row coming into the playoffs, so they're right where they need to be. Susquehanna, again, started the season off 10-0. They hit a little bit of a rough patch themselves, but they're right where they need to be as well. They have such a dynamic order. 1 through 9 can produce for them. Vanessa Hoffman leading off, she just gets on base any way possible. She'll lay down a bunch, she'll slap, she'll swing away. She just gets on base for it. She's hitting .638. They have Steph Pagliaro hitting behind her. She does the same thing. She just gets on base any way necessary. You blink, they're on third base with their stolen bases, taking advantage of pass balls, and then the middle of the order just drives them in. So their lineup has just been great for them all season long. They just play small ball. They make you make the mistake, and they take advantage of it. Shippensburg, they're dangerous too, though. Courtney Kane in the circle, she's the reason that Shippensburg's at where they are. A 1.46 ERA, 71 strikeouts. She's just been great for them. They have Brockle, a great hitter in the middle of their lineup, 396 hitter. 2 great teams here.
Absolutely. Got to pick a winner, though. Who you got?
I mean, Shippensburg is the number 7 seed. They did come away seeded stronger, but just what I've seen from Susquehanna lately, they're just playing some great softball right now. They're just showing that they could win. They beat 2 Quad A teams in the beat Central Dauphin and Quad A, hung right in there with the number 1 seeded Lower Dauphin. I have to take Susquehanna here.
Absolutely. Sounds like a great 2 days for the Blackhawks in this mid-pen tournament. I know you filled out a bracket. Any big matchups you see coming later in the tournament?
In the second round, I have Big Spring playing Boiling Springs. Now, the interesting part about this game is these 2 teams started the season off against each other. Big Spring came away with the win. It was a 3-0 win. Callie Pastor actually no-hit that Boiling Springs team. Now, the thing is, Boiling Springs is a different team than from those first 3 games. They started the season off 0-3, but they've just been on a pretty good run lately. They have Taylor Mount as their shortstop, as a 383 hitter. Annie Purvis, their senior leader, the right fielder. She's actually hitting .516. They've been great. Julia Fitting in the circle has been a workhorse from pitching almost every single inning of the season. She's got a 2.85 ERA. Now, that Butler team is dangerous in the number 9 seed, but Big Spring's number 1 for a reason. Their lineup is just really deep. Callie Passer in the circle, a 1.99 ERA. She's just been fantastic. Ashley Baker, 11 home runs. She's hitting .478. I mean, they're number 1 for a reason. I think they're going to be too much for the Boiling Springs Bubblers to handle. Another quarterfinal matchup that I have, it's actually another rematch. Northern taking on Susquehanna Blackhawks. Last time they played, Susquehanna won 10-1. Now, I don't know here if it's going to be quite as big of a blowout, But again, this Susquehanna team is just so dynamic. I mean, Northern, again, they're number 2 for a reason. Evie Rensel, their center fielder, a .521 hitter. Haley Thomas, a .410 hitter. They have some great offense there, but again, their bats haven't really been there for them these last few games. They're going to really need those bats to wake up if they want to get through this round. Susquehanna, again, I just think they're playing too great of a ball. You know, they're a smaller AAA team. I just think that they've shown that they could beat these, Quad A teams too, and I just think they're really going to make some noise in this tournament here.
Awesome. Sounds like you're high up on Susquehanna. But let's see, Susquehanna, Big Spring, Boiling Springs, Northern. All that said, who do you got playing for the championships?
For the championships, Big Spring, number 1. They're number 1 for a reason. I just think they're going to be able to make it through. They just have too many weapons. Steve Kalman, their coach, utilizes these weapons so great. And the other number team, it might be a wild card, number 10 team, the Susquehanna Blackhawks. I mean, they've shown that they can hang with these Quad A teams in the mid-pens. They've just shown they're winners, and they're able to score runs. They're able to keep the other team off the scoreboard. Kayla Rome, their pitcher, has been great for them. She's only a sophomore. I mean, they've done a lot of things. So in the finals, I had Big Spring taking on Susquehanna. It's the first matchup that these two teams will have played each other. They do have a common opponent in Lower Dolphin. Susquehanna in the mid-pen finals here, they just lost to them 11-7. They were down 9-1. They made it a 9-7 game. So they don't have any quit in them. They've been great. Big Spring actually handed the Falcons their only loss of the season, a 4-2 win in the last game of the regular season. Again, Big Spring, I mean, they just have so many weapons. Ashley Baker in the middle. I don't know why teams even pitch to her anymore. I mean, I would walk her every time. I guess that's easier said than done because they have so many other weapons. Morgan Painter has 6 home runs hitting behind her. Taylor Mansfield, 4 home runs. Callie Pastor in the circle, and then there's so many weapons there. I just think Big Spring is too much for any of these teams to handle. I think they're going to walk away the district winners.
Excellent. Well, there you have it, folks. Chris, thank you for your time, and thank you for watching. Please stay tuned to cumberlink.com as Chris keeps you posted throughout the entire District 3 softball tournament. Again, thanks for watching.